So you've seen the Apple event, you know the new products that have come out. But if you haven't, let me just give you a quick rundown about what you missed. Not that you missed very much, but let me still give you the rundown anyways. In summary, we got 4 new iPads, a new Apple Pencil Pro, and we got a new Magic Keyboard. So let me talk to you about the Airs really quickly. We have our normal iPad Air 11-inch, and we have a brand new 13-inch iPad Air. I'm really happy about this. When people came to me and they were like, cool, I want an iPad, but I want a bigger screen, which meant that you automatically had to get the 13-inch iPad Pro. And that's not the iPad that I recommend anybody to get. If you want a bigger size and you want an iPad, for the average consumer, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna be recommending the iPad Air anyway. I'm gonna tell you why, and that's all in the specs. So with the iPad Air, you get some kind of new but not really new colors. You get your space gray, you get your blue, you get your starlight, and you get your purple. We've seen it before. Those colors are very pastel. You get a new storage option, which is great. So usually the Airs would start at 64 gigabytes. In this day and age, what is that doing? You blink and it's full. There's absolutely no point over 64 gigabytes anymore. But the base storage has increased to 128, which is nice and it's cool. What's nice about the iPad Air is that it supports up to 1 terabyte now. I believe it just went up to 512 gigabytes, but now you have a terabyte of storage. Yay! Not sure what you're using it for, but you have it. It's an option. We now have a landscape camera. So I know the majority of you that have iPads are really confused as to why the camera has always been in that portrait position at the top. It has made no sense. Very rarely do we use our iPads in that position, but that's neither here nor there. Apple finally listened to us. It is compatible with the new Magic Keyboard, which makes sense. I'll come to the Magic Keyboard in a second. Some of the cameras haven't really changed. 12 megapixel, wide angle lens, blah, 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 blah. But what I do wanna mention is about the front facing camera, which has center stage. I know you've seen it on the Pros already. Like when you move, it's gonna move with you. When I move, you move. When you move, I move, kind of thing. I really like the center stage. It's very dramatic because when you're telling a story, it's just zooming into your face. You have to see it to know what I'm talking about. It still has the M2 chip in it, but Apple's silicon chips are very powerful, so it doesn't really bother you. We have USB-C charging, of course, and we still have Touch ID in the button at the top. Cool, so that's it with the Airs. If a student wanted to get an iPad for everyday light use, 100% the Air is definitely your person. Now onto the Pros. So the Pros are taking some of what the Air has. So it also has the landscape camera, which is nice. It still has your 12 megapixel camera at the back. With the Air and the Pro, you can capture 4K videos, but with the Pro, you can capture ProRes videos and you can use it for AR. The Pros are now thinner than the Airs. Is the Air really the Air now? And what I think Apple are calling the iPad Air for is it's light in features. That's how we're gonna have to see it now because the Pro is literally lighter than the Air. The iPad Pros are 5.1 millimeters and the iPad Airs are 6.1 millimeters. What's different on these iPad Pros is that they have a special kind of coating on specific 1 terabyte and 2 terabyte models. Something called nano texture, which just means it has a matte display. So instead of you getting a paper-like screen protector or a matte screen protector, that's probably mashing up your Apple Pencil, there's an option that now comes with it. I'm not sure why it's exclusive to the 1 terabyte and 2 terabyte options. Maybe it's for those who really mean it. They're the ones that can have it. Whereby you probably benefit from the matte display is, you know, when you're drawing and you're using your Procreate. So you need all of that friction to accurately draw. It's a thing and you can use it and you can have it. It has the brand new M4 chip in the Pros. And the M4 chip, we've never seen it before. The first time we heard about it was at this event. We know that the M1 is still powerful. So I'm not quite sure that you would necessarily upgrade for the chip itself, considering how powerful the M1 already was. But it's a thing now. If you needed a new iPad and you haven't got one for many years, you're just know you're getting the best of the best. But that about wraps it up for the iPad Pros. We have our new Apple Pencil Pro. It has some squeezing abilities. When you squeeze it, it brings up a new palette so you can quickly switch tools. The end of the pencil is still not a rubber, but that's fine. You can squeeze it now. It has something called a barrel roll. So when you twist the Apple Pencil when you're drawing, it actually swerves the paint itself on the screen. It now has haptic feedback, and it has something called Apple Pencil Hover. So you can preview exactly where your Apple Pencil will touch down on your display, all for better precision. Unlike normal, you can double tap to quickly switch between tools. That's what's so pro about the Apple Pencil Pro. And then we have our Magic Keyboard. It's lighter, and it now has a function row at the back. Great stuff. Is it cheaper? No. It's still expensive as hell. Is it worth it? No. This was a small, cheeky 30-minute Apple event, and this was a quick little video to update you on such delights. Are you going to be purchasing the new iPads or the new accessories? Let me know in the comments below. Of course, they will be on the channel to unbox very soon, so stay tuned for that. And I'll catch you in my next video. Like, subscribe, like. Bye.